right, here we go.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right, you with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And a less than desirable return as he's out. The 15-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So from the 17, here's second and 7.
Half 18, half 18.
Throwing Jones. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Jones. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Howell. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin, 34 yards. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Escapes the defender, and he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's caught left side by Judy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Timberland. Here we go. Ladybug.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Powell. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Powell down to throw it. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Straight. Let's go. Track 80.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Powell from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
In motion goes the tight end. A carry from McLaughlin. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 52 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this 1st half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
79 Broncos.
Howell out of the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ty Johnson, 36 yards. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-0.
I think the second quarter.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, some strong running. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Jones looking to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On 4th down, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now he'll look to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. Warrior, 70. Dragon, 60. Trap 60, Trap 60.
In motion, the tight end. And Howe will throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyree Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up jump.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Jump right for Tino. Jump right for Tino.
Looking to throw. Jones. Short one there, Freiermuth. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Jones. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out. I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Half 18, half 18. Up jump.
2nd down and goal. Jones. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Howell. Shark's got it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 17 at the 41-yard line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line. And 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw, Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Rita.
Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Detroit. Dom Capers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Howell. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Track 60. Trap 60. 18 rattle.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco.
Operating from the gun, Howell. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. "35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Jones hit and the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Howell. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. Open man is Higgins. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run over.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
18 Pioneer. 70 range.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Go, Cyclone! Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Okay, here we go.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Howell. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Howell down to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the New York Giants. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Rattler.
It's Howell with another throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Wan'Dale Robinson, 66 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And fights through one man. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready, ready. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. 60 Bobcat, 60. Ready, 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Howell from the gun. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Jenkins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
19,
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go now. 60 left.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
This one.
Your nails, your nails, your nails.
Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Totoro told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm on trip. Blick at my bit, snick at my. One brick, one miss, rich tickets, chick I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm on miss. I'm a daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.